It's the whole establishment, and globally speaking, Western democracies. Things are getting slightly out of control because we just heard recently that yesterday that journalists could now face up to 14 years in prison for stories that embarrass the government under the proposed changes to the Official Secrets Act. Essentially, that would treat journalists the way we would treat foreign spies. Now, these changes to the law will remove the defense for reporters that are being handed any leaked document. Now, this is again Home Office being at its best, being the Home Office. Maximum jail term for journalists from 2 to 14 years. Now, you would think that previously people like Julian Assange or Edward Snowden got into trouble for different reasons, by the way, because one was a whistleblower, the other one acted as an independent journalist, but of course they were hacking and they were receiving leaked documents and just publishing it on their website as a blog, which is basically reporting the news, but with an agenda, with the libertarian agenda. So a lot of people are still not really pro Assange. Some people are pro Assange, some people are not. Same applies to Snowden, although the whole, again, as I said, the whole Snowden thing was just a classic whistleblower. But if all of us, including myself, and certain people who are, for example, there are independent journalists and reporters who are near Dover reporting on the illegal migration crisis, if that eventually, one day, if the government sees that as you are embarrassing the government, and if they get some leaked documents about the inner workings of the UK border force, then that independent reporter, that ordinary guy with a blog or a YouTube channel, could go to prison for 14 years. Now, this is quite dangerous. We are busy fighting and debating about cultural battles and all these like tiny things that shouldn't really be the priority right now, while they are getting away with big stuff. So be scared, but this is not the end. By reporting and by exposing these things, you put pressure on them. But I'm slightly concerned about the way things are going, because there are groups who are opposing and criticizing this. You got the Index on Censorship, you got open rights groups, and a spokesperson for the National Union of Journalists has said that the existing law actually makes it different to see who is a whistleblower and who's leaking and who's receiving it. But now, if you leak, if you're a whistleblower, if you receive the leaked documents, or if you're a foreign spy, you're all in the same category. As I say, the government proposes that to eliminate these blurred lines. And it is quite important to know that there have been some issues in the past in the United States, especially under Barack Obama as president, that made things difficult. And again, in the name of national security, treating ordinary people and treating members of the government themselves as enemies. If you become a whistleblower and you are actually doing it because it's in the interest of the country and people, then no, you are now an enemy. Biggest public enemy ever. And this is where we have to be careful. All these people who are going out there expressing their opinions, who are now, again, don't really have free speech anymore because of legislation in this country against free speech. Now it's going to go to the next level. So it's no longer just you losing your job as a lecturer at the university for expressing views. Now if you actually try to use freedom to make sure that this country and people are protected, you will be treated as an enemy. And this is part of the bad government. But now, before we finish, I do want to say a massive thank you to so many of you who over the last few years have joined our new channel, the new website that we have, mytousi.co.uk. It's all actually thanks to you that I can continue. Now, if you have been disappointed and been let down by the mainstream media and you want to actually get your daily news and updates and analysis properly, then join us on mytousi.co.uk for a full and uncensored version of these daily shows. We have daily show from between Monday and Friday, 6 p.m. and we've got special shows at the weekend as well. And if you want to basically see all the things that I can't really put here anymore because I've just had to manage to do a short clip. If you want to watch the rest of it, then go to the website, join us, and I'll see you on the other side.